Coming up on the list, the most affordable places to live. Metro areas where you'll get more bang for your buck. Plus, eating popcorn could be hurting your love life. 4 foods to avoid to keep that spark. But first, take a look at this. Is this art? You decide. That's at the top of our list right now.
Paintings like this one by American artist Ellsworth Kelly can go for millions. And if you're thinking, I could do that, you're not alone. The debate about what's art and what's not has probably been around since a caveman first drew a horse on a rock wall. Jimmy Rhodes gets art smart at the top of the list.
A pineapple left at an art museum at the University of Scotland became a viral phenomenon when it was put on display and became alleged art.
So why has it been so controversial pretty much forever, the definition of art? Why do people argue about this?
Well, everybody has a subjective opinion. So you may look at a piece and go, to me that's art, and you may look at another piece and go, that's ugly, whereas someone else just bid 10 million at Sotheby's for it.
Right, and they don't want to be wrong after you bid that much.
No one wants to be wrong about their opinion on art, but everyone will be because someone else won't see it as art. It's like if you have a 2-year-old at home and they draw something, to you it's a beautiful piece of work. To everybody else, it's going to go in the garbage right after it's on the fridge for 5 minutes.
But if you put it up at Sotheby's, you just might score.
You never know.
So with the art debate raging on, Unexpected Art Gallery owner Ben Smith and I took on the impossible task of trying to define art. First, let's consider the emotional impact.
This is a case of a Salvador Dali print that literally he had nightmares for years, they say, about this piece, even after it was painted. It's called The Vision of Hell, and if you see the tuning forks piercing the body, you've got the angel looking over, there's a young girl flying out from the burnt out city, and we have the cracks of hell with a priest blessing over it.
From one surrealist to another, a piece by Romanian-born artist Victor Bronner.
Sold at auction, like super, legit artist, right?
Yep.
Now, I don't know, how would you describe this?
A very abstract piece, bold colors, unique use of space.
Yeah, so what I did is inspired by that, I did this guy right here in the car on the way over here with crayons.
Yes, bold use of colors, imaginative, creative.
Yeah, well see, the elephant is coming at the peanut's distressed.
Distressed, yes.
What can I call this, please?
Panic de Peanut.
Ooh, and what about me? I need like an artist name.
Ooh. Keep your day job.
Next, think about the artist's intent, if there is one.
What's the intention of something like this, do you think?
So for a lot of artists, when I ask about how this piece came to be, it's about creating something in that space, using the negative space, creating an energy and a flow over it.
And do artists ever do something like this knowing that there are going to be a certain number of people who go, well, it looks like a drop cloth, or something like that?
Always. They hope that they can come up with something that creates the image they intended, and whether or not other people want it, most artists don't care.
Finally, art can have a function.
Okay, so these look like lamps to me. Are they art?
Again, that's a subjective question, but in this case, it was an artist who sculpted the metal, blew the glass into the metal, and then created the neon piece to light it up. And they are sold as art sculptures, but they're called gem lamps. So it's a lamp and it is art.
So to accomplish the impossible, we'll just have to define art as being in the eye of the beholder.
Missing something. Ah, yes.
Knowing it when we see it.
Why'd you lowball the price?
You could raise it.
At the top of the list.
Another place it's tough to tell a treasure from a fraud, a first date. It can be nerve-wracking, which is why we found some cocktails to help you be as relaxed and peppy as you looked in your profile pic. Fun first date drinks on the lowdown.
A first date can be as stressful as a job interview, but it does have one advantage. You can have a cocktail. Here are 3 first date drinks to help you break the ice. Bar director Clint Spottleton starts us off with his own cocktail creation. Every rosé has its thorn.
Got a little vodka here. I'm going to do this orgeat in here now.
Now, what is orgeat?
So orgeat is an almond syrup.
Follow that with fresh lemon juice and hibiscus liqueur.
Talk to me about hibiscus liqueur.
Hibiscus is a flower that's got kind of like a citrusy, almost still rose petal quality to it. So we got that, and now we're going to finish it with the bitters.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake vigorously with ice and top it off with sparkling rosé.
The bubbles, it helps alcohol get to the bloodstream a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
so it's going to loosen you up. You're going to have fun.
Wow. Perfect for summer.
Next, go classic with a Sazerac.
Very similar to an old-fashioned, it's just going to be more elevated.
Mix rye whiskey with simple syrup, Peychaud's bitters, and ice. Let the ice melt down a bit and spray your glass with absinthe.
Absinthe?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of first date are you taking me on? A Sazerac gives you that confidence. It's a sophisticated cocktail, a great first date cocktail.
Absolutely.
Woo! Finally, keep it cool and simple with a craft beer.
Instead of going all cocktails, is actually throw a curveball into it and add a little craft beer, showing that you have a little bit of knowledge behind the beers.
A sophisticated palate. Can we just ask the bartender, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing over here?
Absolutely. We love talking about beers.
Oh, that is yummy. And there's something really cool about a first date and your girl orders a beer.
But don't overdo it. Pouring yourself into a cab seldom leads to a second date. For where to get the ingredients and full recipes, go to thelisttv.com. Drinks you'll want to spend more time with on the lowdown.
And if that date goes well, you might find yourself studying up on aphrodisiacs, foods, often strange and exotic, that will help you get hopped up for some romance. But maybe just as important to know are the foods that do the opposite. Teresa Strasser looks at some surprising anti-aphrodisiacs on The Breakdown.
Springtime is for getting frisky. Some foods that you think help pollinate the garden might just be leaving you feeling wilted. Nutritionists and married couple Damien and Heather Dubé have 4 supposed aphrodisiacs that might actually be killing your vibe instead. Number 1, chocolate.
Chocolate seems like the romantic gift of choice.
Well, there's a study that show that it affects our adrenal glands negatively, so it also decreases our testosterone.
No testosterone, no sex drive.
Really craving the dark stuff? Try an organic chocolate that's 85-90% cacao. Less sugar means no crash.
Conserve your energy for your intimacy.
Next, skip that cheese plate.
It's one thing if your line is cheesy, but your food should not be.
Farm cows, they have a lot of antibiotics in them and they have a lot of hormones in them. You're going to lower your hormonal levels and have issues there where it actually would indirectly lower our libido.
Go for organic cheeses or impress your date with a charcuterie plate instead. And next, microwave popcorn.
It's Friday night. You want to Netflix and chill. You bust out the microwave popcorn.
Right.
Bad or good?
Yeah, not so good. There's chemicals in the bag.
Perfluorooctanoic acid.
He says when you heat the bag, that chemical leaches out into the corn, affecting your libido. Popping organic corn on the stove can save your quality couch time. And finally, skip the after-dinner coffee.
Your caffeine buzz is not going to help your love life.
It's going to keep you in that constant fight or flight mode. It kind of shuts down non-vitals.
Too adrenalized.
Yes.
Yes.
Too fired up, yeah.
You want to have a latte intimacy, not a latte. Just go for uncaffeinated teas. Find a libido-boosting menu on thelisttv.com. Anti-aphrodisiacs on The Breakdown.
Dampening your desires doesn't feel so good. On the other hand, immersing your entire body in a pool full of water can feel great. The heat is coming and we've got some products to keep you cool by the pool on our tech list.
That old lounge chair of yours is about to get an upgrade. At number 1, the Shays Ultimate Lounge Chair, a radical new way to recline. It's loaded with tech like a USB charger and speakers. It even has a towel holder, cooler and bottle opener. It's available to pre-order for $80. Plans are to ship in July. At number 2, Zero Breeze, a portable AC unit that's designed to turn down the heat inside or out. Talk about cool. This thing can knock 50 square feet down to 44 degrees and doubles as a nightlight, phone charger and Bluetooth speaker. It weighs 14 pounds, and if you want to use it indoors, an extendable hose diverts the condensation outside.
So, how will Zero Breeze help you stay cool?
Pre-orders are $230. Plans are to ship this month. And at number 3, Umbrella. An umbrella with a UV-resistant shiny canopy to keep you cool and tech so you never leave it behind.
Umbrella is a connected umbrella. It sends you alerts on your smartphone when rain is on the way and reminds you to take it with you should you go outside.
Now, if you do forget it when you're out and about, it'll send you a notification on your smartphone. They're available to pre-order for $70. They're experiencing delays, but updates are available on their crowdfunding page. For all the info on these products, head on over to thelisttv.com. Gadgets to make it the coolest summer ever on our tech list. Get this, Pharrell's Happy was the radio's most played song of 2014. Coming up, get ready to clap along to this hilarious parody, perfect for Dad. Plus, tips from the Harlem Globetrotters to look like a pro on the court. And the coolest casinos across America. Stay tuned, there's more coming up on the list.
Now, Tom Cruise recently confirmed he will be in the sequel to Top Gun, and you'll never believe what that means. Only 5 of the top 20 highest grossing movies from the 80s have yet to get a sequel, prequel, or reboot. Movies that are still originals on the hot list.
What are you waiting for? Let's go! The first popular movie from the 80s yet to be rebooted, E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
E.T. phone home.
It's the 1982 Steven Spielberg directed film with that iconic line and one of the most famous bike rides ever. It not only won 4 Oscars and is highly regarded as one of the best sci-fi movies ever made, E.T. actually held the record of highest grossing film of all time for 11 years.
I'm keeping him.
And hopefully we'll be keeping this as a standalone film for some time. Now, there was actually a treatment written for a sequel called E.T. Nocturnal Fears, but luckily they decided not to go forward with that one.
I love you.
Another movie that has not been rebooted, Tootsie, at number 2.
You find being a woman in the 80s complicated.
Extremely.
In his 1982 Dustin Hoffman comedy, a down-on-his-luck actor decides he'll have better luck getting roles if he dresses up like a woman. Turns out, he's right.
I'd like to make her look a little more attractive. How far can you pull back?
How do you feel about Cleveland?
The supporting cast includes Bill Murray, Jessica Lange, and in her acting debut, Gina Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's...
There have been remake rumors over the years, but nothing definitive, just like our third untouched 80s flick. Also with Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man.
This is very serious, Ray. Yeah, very serious.
Seriously, maybe Dustin told people they were not allowed to remake his movies.
Yeah.
In this 1988 film, he stars as an autistic savant, meaning he's got an incredible amount of brain power, and his brother is played by Tom Cruise.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a little silly.
Well, there's nothing silly about winning 4 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Mr. Hoffman.
How was that?
Wet.
Another on our endangered species list of 80s movies Hollywood hasn't rebooted, Fatal Attraction is at number 4.
I'm not going to be ignored.
The 1987 Glenn Close Michael Douglas thriller hasn't been completely ignored by the reboot gods. A script was written to turn it into a Fox TV show, but that ended up fitting with the story, Death.
This is gonna stop.
No, it's not going to stop. It's going to go on and on.
And the 5th and final movie, not rebooted yet, also features a bunny who's feeling the heat. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
The whole thing stinks like yesterday's diapers.
This 1988 comedy mixed animation and live action and won 3 Oscars. A sequel was promised for quite a while, but late last year the director finally gave that idea the kibosh.
Jumpin' jippers!
It's official, Hollywood is running out of 80s flicks to redo. That's on the hot list.
Now, one sequel a lot of people watched this week, the Golden State Warriors becoming NBA champs. If that inspired you to up your hoops game, Lindsay Granger got some tips from a Harlem Globetrotter that'll make you look like a pro on The Breakdown.
Playoff time is when the NBA pros show off their skills. Since most of us are not that good, Harlem Globetrotter Buckets Blakes is teaching us 3 easy tricks to up our game.
We make a champion out of anybody. That's what the Globetrotters do.
First up, the arm roll.
To start off, I learned this way. To catch it with my hand. Boom. Watch how I lean back. When it gets right there, you lean back.
It looks effortless. I know it's not.
With a little practice, I'm sure someday I'll get this one down pat.
Bam! That was smooth.
Yay!
I told you.
Next up, the elbow pass.
It's an uppercut, okay? Boom. Put it over there more. There you go. Now uppercut with the elbow. Bam. So now you got to go around your back.
Let's just keep it going.
Hey.
And finally, the age-old finger spin.
It's our logo, so it's a must if you make the team. When you spin it underneath, you got to get your finger right in the center.
The trick is to let an expert place the spinning ball on your hand, pose like a pro, and whatever you do, don't look at the ball.
Nobody will never know I was there.
Simply. This is crazy.
I also challenge buckets to a half-court shot contest exclusively on our YouTube page. Head to youtube.com/thelistshowtv right now to see how it ended.
Long range Grange ain't a dang thing changed.
Collecting those cool points on the court.
And we out.
On the breakdown.
From globetrotting to moving to a different place, on today's Buzz List, we're showing you that it might not be as expensive as you think.
That's right. Now, if you're ready to make a change, US News and World Report put together a list highlighting the most affordable places to live.
That's right, and here are the top 3.
At number 3, Indianapolis, Indiana. There's more than just corn and hoops in the land of Hoosiers.
So true, there's a good life. The median annual salary is almost $46,000 with just 25% spent on your home.
Leaving over 34 grand for things like, I don't know, the Indy 500.
Vroom. Coming in at number 2, Omaha, Nebraska, where the average salary is almost 45 grand, with housing expenses about 25%.
Leaving residents with roughly $34,000 left over for lots of Omaha steak dinners.
Delicious. Check, please. And at number 1, the most affordable city to live in is Des Moines, Iowa.
Iowans are making over $47,000 a year.
And with just 23.8% spent on housing, residents still have around $36,000 to spend on events like the Iowa State Fair.
Now, I think that sounds rather fair. For the complete list of the most affordable cities, head over to our website, thelisttv.com.
Getting the best living for your buck. It's on our Buzz List.
3 ways to win at life with The List. Know the next big thing. Do it yourself. Find great deals.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Get your next epic win. Watch The List.
Casinos in the United States won nearly $117 billion off of gamblers last year, but that doesn't stop people from rolling the dice. With 40 states home to these gambling meccas, we're checking out a few of our favorites across America. The gaming market generated over $70 billion in 2016. If you're looking to try your luck, here are 3 casinos across the country you need to visit. First up, Pechanga Casino and Resort in California.
Pechanga's gaming offerings are unmatched.
A 4-diamond resort, Pechanga has the largest casino in the state, 188,000 square feet. It also boasts a championship golf course and world-class acts like Idina Menzel, Alice Cooper, and comedian Kevin James.
And of course, exciting 24-hour gaming action await you.
Heading east to the Buckeye State, Hollywood Casino in Columbus, Ohio.
There's really only one place where the carpets are always red and the stars are everywhere you look.
This epic casino has 2,200 slots, over 70 table games, 36 live poker tables, and a summer concert series. Casino Player Magazine also voted it best for slot tournaments, video poker, and where you always feel the luckiest.
Where winners have already walked away with millions in jackpots.
And down south, the Seminole Hard Rock Casino in Tampa, Florida. Famous for their rock paraphernalia, the Hard Rock also hosts UFC bouts, insane pool parties, and legendary concerts. Chasing Lady Luck and cashing in those chips across America.
Now, from The List, here's a twist on an old dessert classic. 3 easy steps to make the banana split s'more. 1. Start with a graham cracker base, topped with chocolate ganache. 2. Add vanilla bean marshmallows and toast. 3. Add more chocolate, banana slices, strawberries, whipped cream, and, of course, sprinkles.
Right in there.
For the latest trends, DIY, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
Want to binge watch The List? Stream us on Roku. Access more trends, deals, and life hacks on TV's #1 streaming device. Add The List to your Roku now.
On the next list. 1. Easy ways to get cash back on stuff you were already going to buy anyway. 2. Look to your DNA to lose weight. Use science to predict what you need to do now for a better you in the future. And 3. The do's and don'ts of creating a gift registry. All that on Monday's list.
Father's Day is Sunday, and we've got the brand new anthem for embarrassing dads everywhere. Get ready to be happy as you sing along to I'm Your Daddy on the Viralist.
Clap along if you let them jump around on the bed, 'cause I'm your daddy. Clap along if these were bought when Reagan was president, 'cause I'm your daddy. Clap along if you buy them cones that are bigger than the head.
You recognize the tune. This is a parody of the Pharrell Williams song Happy, saluting all you loving and silly dads out there.
'Cause I'm your daddy. Clap along if you fart and you blame it on your pets, 'cause I'm your daddy.
The Holderness family put this video together, even incorporating footage of fun dads and their kids from around the world.
Let's dance together because I'm your daddy.
You've got to share this with your dad, or heck, any dad. We've got it for you on thelisttv.com.
Clap along if this is the happiest place to be.
Happy dads everywhere on the Viralist.
You know what? Moms, they get flowers.
Yeah.
Dads, we get embarrassed.
Jared, do you want flowers for Father's Day? Is that what you're saying here?
You know what? That's a great idea. Yes, I do. A little carnation right
I
here.
was taking you more of a roses guy, but if you want to kind of...
Or rosé guy.
Oh,
Rosé.
rosé
That
guy,
too,
yeah.
that too.
Have a wonderful Father's Day, everyone.
We'll see you again soon.